might be surprised, somebody say it out loud, you might be surprised who God uses in your life. God has done some of the biggest things in my life through people I didn't like. No, I won't give you a list. I'm not going to name names. But some of the biggest things God did in my life, he did through people I didn't even really enjoy hanging out with. And the problem with us is, God wants to bring somebody into our life. But if they don't exactly match the specifications of the friends that we think we want, or of the people that we think, usually the people that we think we need God to send are the people who already think what we think. So why would God send something that we already have plenty of? Peter and John. I was surprised they were still hanging out because they were so competitive. They have a history, Peter and John. They were partners in a fishing business, and they became fishers of men with Jesus. And they had some adventures together. They had history together. Peter and John not only ran to the tomb together, and check this out, how different their perspectives are, and how God can give you a person that has a different perspective than you in order to help you see something that you would have been tempted maybe to just you would have completely missed it. When they got to the tomb and it was empty, they were surprised. Why were they surprised? Jesus spent, well, I guess a dead man rising from the grave is surprising. But after all they've seen him do, I know it's kind of obvious, but this is exactly what he said he would do. So when the stone was rolled away, when they got there on Sunday, they were shocked by it. When the women came back, because the women had the ability to believe something that the men couldn't believe, and I don't know if that says anything about how God uses sometimes, people, whatever, but the men were like the official disciples, but the women were the ones who went to the tomb. All right, now, y'all are a little too loud on this point. When John got there, he got there first, but he didn't go in. When Peter got there, Peter went in, but he didn't believe. So God used John, who stood outside the tomb at a distance, to believe. Peter was wired to believe it when he sees it. John stood out. I got to give you an idea of the differences, why it's so surprising. John at the Last Supper, when Jesus was saying, one of you is going to betray me, leaned back on Jesus' chest and said nothing. Peter said, not me. Even if you die, I'm going to be right here. If the wheels fall off, I'll ride with you. It doesn't matter, Jesus. I'll cut off an ear. I'll cut off a head. I'll do anything but let the cock crow 3 times, and Peter's denying him like he never knew him. It's surprising that God would use 2 people who were so different and use them to do something so amazing as perform the first miracle since the birth of the church.